Hey guys, this is Candy. This video is sponsored by Harry's. Harry's is a men's personal care brand that reinvents the way you shave in a premium yet hassle-free way. 6 years ago, Harry's founders Jeff and Andy were tired of overpaying for over-designed razors, so they raised some money and purchased a world-class razor factory in Germany that had been making blades for nearly 100 years prior. There's a few things I love about the product, one being that refills are super cheap, starting only at $2. The quality of the razor blades from Harry's is fantastic, guaranteeing a close but comfortable shave. The design itself is very slick, yet also very durable. I was actually sent their starter set, which includes a weighted handle with a textured rubber grip, some 5-blade razor cartridges, a foaming shave gel, and a travel cover for the blades themselves. If you're interested and would like to support the channel, redeem your trial set for just $3 when you go to harrys.com/kangaroo. Thanks again to Harry's for sponsoring. So today's video will be going over what we would want for Season 6 of Apex Legends. As you guys know, there was a teaser for Olympus, which is possibly the new map, as well as Ash, which is possibly the new legend. Really exciting stuff, but I actually sent out a YouTube community post asking you guys what you would want specifically in the next season for Apex. And I figured for this video, we would do sort of like a post commentary style. Well, I'll shrink the camera down to like the normal size, but I'll show some old footage while I read out and answer some of these questions. And while I read out some of these answers and give my response to the answers. All right, so I guess without further ado, let's just dig right in. Lava Bucket 11 says custom games for everyone, just not certain people with codes. So that's I think that would be a good addition to Season 6, though. I don't know if that's necessarily new content. For me personally, I would want to focus on like just brand new content. I don't want recycled stuff. So the usual new map, new character, new gun, just kind of completely new stuff. Though that is a good suggestion, Lava Bucket, so I'm glad you kind of put that in there. You have 164 upvotes. That's pretty cool. Longer treasure quests with voice acting, more quests like Epilogue. That's coming from Allegro Jack. So, yeah, I wonder why they didn't voice act these quests. Maybe it got too expensive to kind of have all the voice actors come in. Well, actually, honestly, with what's going on in the world, I don't even know if the voice actors could travel out to the studio to do these anyways. But I do like the idea of the quests, though I feel like, I don't know, some of the missions felt a little bit repetitive, though I thought the story was fine, and obviously the finale was really cool. But yeah, I would love something kind of more season-wide ongoing for sure. Joanne says, I would love to see either one of the following three: a new map, a new automatic gun, a new character that they weren't afraid to make OP and kicks ass. Yes, I like all those things. And I like how she said new automatic gun. Here's the thing about the new guns in Apex, I feel like they're like most of the new guns. Have all the new guns been energy guns? I'm kind of done with energy guns personally. Like the charge rifle was fine. It was really strong on release, but I don't really like using it. Doesn't feel satisfying to shoot. The Havoc is very strong, of course, but it's an energy gun with weird gimmicks. It's got the, I don't know, delay, which is fine. And I don't know, man. I'm kind of hoping for like just something like a regular gun that can challenge the meta. Like, I don't know, like another light gun, maybe like a light LMG or something that is like the R9 but like less accurate, or something. I don't know, or maybe a deagle, maybe a light pistol that's like a deagle, so it can like maybe does less damage per bullet than a wingman, but it can shoot faster. Yeah, I would love just more standard guns. I know everyone's kind of rooting for the Volt SMG, but I think that's an energy weapon, which I don't know. If energy weapons means they come with like weird gimmicks, like, oh, you can, charge it up and then it has a rev up time, but then it has also a delay. I'm just like, can we just get like a regular gun, please? I don't know. I'm kind of over just like the snipers, the new stuff that's been added. This item was kind of cool, but I don't know. Devon Jose says, oh, a limited time mode where multiple people on a squad can choose the same legend. I think that'd be kind of cool, actually. That's a really simple, great idea for a limited time mode that I think Respawn should implement like now. I mean, like, while content's a little bit dry, I think that's kind of simple enough where they're not adding anything new necessarily. That's a great idea, actually, Devon. Nice. Devon. Me personally, my favorite LTM is still solos, though. I mean, I'm kind of waiting on that solos to kind of make a return. I don't know if it ever will. Filled Zone says more story for Ashe. She was my favorite character in Titanfall 2, and I want to know more about her. The last quest got me really hyped up. Maybe she'll come back as a legend. That'd be sick. I really hope she does come back as a legend. Maybe they'll do a little bamboozle like they did with Forge, where like Ashe is, I don't know, the new announcer or something, and not actually the legend. But I think that'd be kind of cool if she was the new legend. I didn't play. Okay, so I played multiplayer for Titanfall 2 like years ago, so I don't even remember. I never remember like much about the game itself, let alone the campaign. I'm actually playing through the campaign with my wife whenever I have free time. So working through that aspect of the story. Nolan Blair says, more intriguing hop-ups, consistent frame rates for console. I think that might help once what am I gonna say? Once the new gen consoles come out. Ashe, new map, new weapon, new mechanic to the game, more animations to personalize legends, unique locations, map toys like the ultimate charge, more lore, basically anything that will make the game better, but apparently it's too high budget and too unrealistic for Apex. Okay. Oh, and the most unrealistic of all consistent updates. Okay, so I'm sure EA is willing to pour in enough dev time. I don't think it's a matter of budget. For Apex, I think it's more like manpower, because it takes a lot of time to make new content. I know they were working on World's Edge for like at least a year prior to the release of Apex. So it does take some time to make these maps. That being said, I would like a new mechanic to the game. I think that's something interesting that Nolan brought up, which was like, you're right, like I would love like just a completely new mechanic that all the legends can enjoy. I don't know, maybe you can, there's a new item pickup where it's like a ability that you can just pick up that's like any legend can use, you know, like any, say there's a triple jump. I'm kind of getting into Hyperscape territory here, but like say there's a pickup for like triple jump, which means like, or double jump, where like every legend can now double jump if you pick up the ability, and it's like one slot. You know, something simple. Like I wouldn't want it to be like too complicated. I think that'd be really cool as far as the mechanic. Chester Seed Nut says, would like legend tokens to have more of a use. A new legend comes every season, and the only other place to spend them is in the shop, but only if the new exclusive skins are ones you want to buy. Maybe the tokens, maybe it's tokens to buy the cosmetics, but it costs like a lot, like 100,000 for a legendary skin. 1 million tokens gives you an heirloom, something to give them more of a purpose. Yes, I agree with that. I don't know if they should kind of tie in tokens to buy current items. I think they should make a whole new line of items that you can spend on the tokens. You know, I think that'd be really cool. I think this also ties into just rewards in general in Apex, especially in ranked. Feels a little weak, like especially after they changed how the rewards aren't permanent. Like you lose your dive trail, you know, after like a season if you get the Pred or Master, which is kind of lame. I would love to see them get more creative with like cosmetics and things like that. Dr. Isen 389 says they need to add new hop-ups. They haven't added any since season 3. Yeah, I don't know if I like hop-ups anymore, man. Like I think originally I liked the idea, but after using like certain guns like the Prowler, we in my opinion, you really need the select fire hop-up to make it work. It makes certain guns just like obsolete. Or for example, the triple take without its choke. Like, I think in some instances it's well implemented, but in others, like the triple take and the Prowler, it's like you need those hop-ups to make the weapon good, and in a lot of ways it kind of holds the weapon back from being any better. So I don't know, I think they should either if they do add new hop-ups, I think they should make hop-ups like blue, like select fire should be blue tier, so it's a bit more common to find. Or a better idea I had just now is, instead of like individual hop-ups like Skull Piercer, double tap, select fire, maybe just have a legendary tier pickup, a hop-up. It's just a blank hop-up. If you pick it up and attach it to a certain gun, it'll unlock the alternate fire of that gun. So you'll pick up the attachment called hop-up, and on a wingman, if you have a wingman, it gives you Skull Piercer, and if you move the hop-up over to the Prowler or the G7, it'll give you select fire and then double tap respectively. I think that would be a good change. I think they should kind of rework it, because you also have to bear in mind that they're also trying to balance like the loot table, right? Like if they introduce too much items, then it's going to be like hard to find certain guns and certain loot because it's going to be too saturated. Is that the right word here? Evman Ark says maybe some skins for grenades or something like weapons. I'm running out of ideas. Yeah, I think skins for grenades would be kind of cool. I think that's actually a really, really good idea. Also, I think skins for what's it called? When you use the health healing, the syringe, I think a skin for the syringe would be kind of cool. A new skin for Doc, I think, would be kind of neat. Or Revenants, like any sort of deployable. I think skins for the deployables would be kind of cool. Yeah, also small things like changing the color of caustic gas so that your friendly gas is like a different color than like enemy gas. I think that would be kind of useful. But that's more along the lines of like, not cosmetic, more like quality of life change. Lil Old says they should make a mode called OG mode, which features King's Canyon map, the original, with original guns before nerfs or buffs. If they're gonna do that, dude, they should introduce it with the original bugs too, because I think that'd be really funny. There used to be so many like great moments of when I first started playing the game. Like, for example, there used to be a bug where you can like place multiple like infinite wraith portals. Well, not infinite. I think the max was like 5 before the duration would run out. Or you could like attach caustic gas traps onto a Gibraltar. I think those were like, I feel bad for saying this, but like the fun days of Apex where you can kind of like mess around and like have funny moments like that. Panaman Johansson says grenade or explosive weapons. Yeah, typical, but something like a care package only grenade launcher that holds 8 nades and reloads 1 at a time would be great. I am gonna have to disagree with this one personally. I feel like almost in every game where they introduce a explosive, like a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher, and it's not for vehicles, like anti-vehicle stuff, it gets frustrating to play against. Like, people don't like grenade spam, grenade launcher spam. People don't like getting one shot by a rocket launcher. Like, look at Valorant, right? With that, was it Raze, that character that has like a grenade? Like, everyone hated it. And in Hyperscape, everyone hates the salvo indoors. It's annoying to play against. Although that does make me think, should they introduce vehicles into Apex? Food for thought, right? See, that would be like another like game mechanic that would be kind of cool that I was talking about earlier. The Oma says more LTMs, more customization options for Legends, audio fix, better game stability. Yes on LTMs. The customization options for Legends would be kind of cool. Me and Poner and Joki, or maybe it was Boom, I forget who it was, but we were talking about like how cosmetics, instead of being like full on sets of skins, maybe they could have it so that like there's certain skins that like come in sets. So like, I don't know, like you can unbox the helmet piece of this particular skin, or the chest plate part of the skin, or like the legs or the arms, the gloves. So like in PUBG, like in cosmetics, they're all split up, and if you get all the sets to get like all the pieces of a set together, you can make like a cohesive look. But conversely, you could also mix and match certain items from certain sets. I think that would be kind of cool if they introduced that sort of level of customization, but I don't know how they would do the current. I mean, that seems like a massive undertaking if they have to completely rework the current system for skins to kind of go into like a set system where it's like, you know, like the Voidwalker, you can like take off the helmet of the Voidwalker Wraith and put it onto like a different skin. I think that might be a technical challenge that Respawn may not want to do, but I think it would be a cool idea. It'd be kind of cool to see it in Season 6. We're gonna read one more. Let's see. Hectic999 says a vote for a game mode that stays for the whole season. I think this might be a really cool idea, so we can visually see. So I know Respawn said that like a lot of people like weren't into solos, but there is like a very loud vocal group on Twitter, on YouTube. Like, we all love solos. Like, I love solos, but according to Respawn, like the silent minority apparently didn't like solos because they like it was a negative impact for the game according to like their data. But Hectic just brought up a good point. I think it'd be kind of cool if there was some in-game voting system where we can vote for something. It doesn't have to be a new game mode. It could be the next town takeover or the next heirloom. Like maybe if players in game can vote for certain things and can see how many like a bar graph, right, of what is happening. I think that'd be really cool. I know it's possible because I used to play a game called 30 that did this. It was like part of the lore, and like one of the new characters was a sniper, and in the story, it was like we had to like decide which of the other characters lost an eye to this new character, right? So what it was based on at the time was like which character got played the most during a particular like a week or 2 weeks or whatever, and it was like almost like a bracket system where like each week the bottom 3 legends or bottom 3 characters got weeded out. So at the end, when we finally, I think it was Proxy was the name of the character that lost her eye to this new character called Amy. And so we all got like a cool Proxy skin that had like an eye patch or something. It was part of like the lore. It was kind of cool to see like the community actually voted and by playing the character they wanted to see this happen to. So I think a cool concept like that could happen, or would be neat to see in Apex, where you can vote somehow, some way for something and we can see it. I think an important thing would be that it's in game, like built into the game, and you can see like the progress and how many, like what characters, like what people are voting for. I think that would be really, really useful. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but I think I hope that came across, but I think that's a really cool idea. But anyways, those I didn't get through like all 900 of these obviously, but if you guys have any other wants or needs for season 6, be sure to drop them down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.